But that's not the only company that's in focus once again today because of Russia. A couple of the world's biggest breweries are now pulling out of the country, Brian Sozzi, Carlsberg and Heineken. And in this case, these guys are pretty exposed here. Carlsberg in particular said it makes about 13% of its revenue from Russia. So interesting here that they are making this move because it is a relatively big market. At the same time, they say they're going to sell their local businesses, Heineken and Carlsberg, that is. So I imagine for all the companies that have said they're going to exit the business there and sell, that's a little bit of a trickier proposition.
Yeah, this is coming out of hit, Julie. The Heineken maneuver will come at the expense of a $438 million charge to its operations. And it's not just these sin type companies. Look, last week we saw Philip Morris. Russia represents about 10% of its annual shipments. It's now winding down operations in Russia. So it is an interesting time. If you're a beer drinker, if you're a cigarette smoker in Russia, unclear what you're going to do.
Well, there are other brewers that have stayed there, right? Anheuser-Busch InBev, for example, which of course makes Budweiser, has said it's going to donate its profits that it makes from there. So that's sort of a middle line that some companies are towing in order to try to keep supply going into the country, but not profiting from it. So that's kind of an interesting aspect.